Hello, good morning, everybody. How is everybody? I'm really confused because normally Libby does the introduction. So I'm Leah, and we've got Sarah with us today because Libby is studying an amazing course at the moment. And if you watch this, Libby, we miss you.
Yes, we do miss you. We love you on the replay.
So while we're waiting for everybody to come on, Sarah and I would just like to talk a little bit about the new month. We've just entered the sixth month of the year, halfway through the year. So it's numerologically seen, it's a 3 month, but it also carries the 6 energy, and we're also in a 6 year. So Sarah,
Yes.
what are your feelings about it?
Yeah, good morning, everybody, and here on the live, on the replay, and look forward to any of your questions we've got today. We're really super excited to be here and jump in for Libby today. It's an interesting month that started to sort of, it clicked over, actually. I feel, only from talking from my personal feeling about this month's coming in, I feel this month is a shedding month for me. Certainly with the energy of 3, I feel like it's a higher calling of decision making actually this month. I feel it's bringing us into what is it that we actually want. And depending on where you're at, do you move into a higher way of thinking about what that looks like for you, or is it a case of, can it be a very external environmental kind of change? So for me, that's how I'm feeling. I feel like I've started to do that at the end of last month. Some things have been clicking in to shift and change and have conversations and really come into a little bit more of alignment around things. So I feel like it's a shedding kind of month for me that's coming up, certainly. And actually, I feel like it's also going to be a little bit more of a surprising kind of month. I feel like there's going to be a few little like, moments from like the shedding. I feel like there's going to be some like, I didn't see that, or perhaps that could also be seen as a little bit more of a new opportunity, perhaps. So that's kind of how I'm feeling. I feel like it's a fun month too. I feel like the shedding is a fun. There's some real gifts in it, depending on how you want to look at it, right? It depends on how you want to move through that this month. And but I think it's going to be full of gifts too. So, very exciting month.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. So what I'm seeing is we're in June, so May was a 2 month and April was a 1 month. And in April, if you think back, maybe you started thinking about what do you actually want? What do you actually want in my life? And then last year, you kind of got a little bit more thinking about how can I achieve it? What do I need in my life to create those things? And then this month, it's all about, like you said, getting closer to who you are. So bringing love into your intention and into the resources, basically. So it's kind of your something that's in the quantum field, in the ether. You get in the resources that are either physical or connections, people, all of that things, and then now you're just putting in love and commitment, and it's just gonna roll.
Yeah, I feel like the word that's really springing in my mind right now as you talk, Leah, is like opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity, I think, this month. There's an opportunity for shedding. There's an opportunity to create. There's an opportunity to make space. There's an opportunity to bring in, to give out, share. So I feel like, this month is a real kind of like, kind of a little bit of a doing month as well.
Yeah.
Whether you're choosing to do that in the physical world, whether you're choosing to do that in the internal world, I feel like it's a real mixed bag month of stuff to do, depending on where you're at.
I saw a picture not too long ago. Somebody shared it, and it said in the middle, personal growth, and then at the top it was letting go of who you are not and adding in who you are. So it's like the circle that goes around. And I think this month, if we're open to it and aware of our choice and aware of our thoughts, and don't take things personally, I think that's something that is going to be very important this year, is everybody's dealing with their own shit. Don't take it personally. Focus on yourself.
Yeah, because ultimately, I think that's such a powerful, powerful statement, is not taking it personally. I really like that one. And that's something what you would put in your toolbox. I would call that a tool to put in your toolbox. That's definitely an absolute, you keep that in your pocket, you take it everywhere with you, because you really, really don't know what's going on in somebody else's mind and field and experience, and how they perceive that is completely different to how you would perhaps perceive it, which comes down to a lot of your values, comes down to your beliefs and your conditionings and all those kind of things. So yeah, I think that's one powerful tool to have. And we call them tools. It's really funny because sometimes like my head goes, well, for me, a tool is like in a toolbox, but really just create your own toolbox. And just, when you're in a situation where you are perhaps being triggered or feeling it, just go, hey, where's my toolbox? I'm not going to take this personally, but you can still do the inner work on you of why you perhaps did take it personally. And that's your healing. That's the gift that another person gives you all the time.
Yeah,
and we miss it.
Relationships for ourselves first.
Life, the old saying, life's happening for you, not to you. And that's another powerful statement, to remember.
Yeah, if you're on with us, say hello. We are going to answer questions. We are going to pull cards. We are going to channel as well. So, yes, I just want to quickly also dive into the planetary vibrational influences that we are feeling at the moment. We have been in Mercury retrograde. Today, Mercury is going direct. So everything that we learned in the last 2 weeks since the Mercury retrograde started, Mercury retrograde is always around communication. So I've seen it all over Facebook. Stuff is breaking down. Computers, washing machines, stuff is breaking. But also, are we talking our truth? Are we just expressing everything that we're meant to express? Or did maybe things pop up from the past where you didn't feel like you were able to express yourself? And have you forgiven yourself for that? So now Mercury is going direct. So it's all around integrating that knowledge that we have acquired in the last. Yes, you were just meant to see it, Facebook user. I wasn't very good with planning the events, but thank you for being here with us today. And there has been solar flares, which have been raising the Schumann frequencies of the Earth, which is has got a direct impact onto the heartbeat of the Earth. The heartbeat of the Earth also has a direct influence onto our hearts, and not a heartbeat as such, but the frequency of a heart chakra. And a heart chakra is the nexus point between the physical body and the divine. So, hi, Mira. Lovely to meet you.
Hi, Mira.
So, with us, with these really strong frequencies at the moment, radiating through our heart, and connecting our divine and our physical body is really pushing us towards taking more responsibility over ourselves and over what we are meant to do here on this earth, and being committed to not just living a human life, but also being a reflection of the divine on this earth.
That's beautiful, beautiful. And I'm wondering if there's, with people online now, are they feeling that? Are they feeling perhaps, when we talk about speaking our truth? And I often also say is, are you not also not having the opportunity to express it? Are you also, what are you saying to yourself? That internal dialogue of using the throat chakra, right? What is it that you're saying to being impeccable with your word, and not taking things personally, around this too.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I love that. Can you tell us more about the planetary stuff? Like, yeah, because I love all that razor, because it's not really my big forte, but yeah, can you tell us more about that?
I'm also just
Mm.
I just read a little bit, so I'm absolutely not an expert. What I do know as well at the moment that we are in the Tauran stellium, and Taurus, the star sign Taurus, is also ruled by the planet of Venus. So it's all around. Venus is the planet of love, of relationships, of passion. So again, it is communication with relationships, looking at relationships. How do I show up in a relationship? Am I taking self-responsibility for myself, or am I taking things personally from other people? Am I blaming other people for my life? So again, it's like this whole circle coming together. And I think, yeah, what we're being called to at the moment is really looking within, looking at how we react to the world outside of us, but taking responsibility for our own choices. I actually, I've been seeing it a lot that people are just not taking responsibility. Always either in the victim role, wanting other people to save them, or rescuing other people all the time, or being bullies, or we just all need to take responsibility for ourselves, for the actions that we are taking and have taken. We cannot change them. Forgiveness is what we need to do to move forwards in peace.
Yeah, I love that word, forgiveness. I think that's another toolbox quote is, and you start, I personally like to think about starting that with myself, is forgiveness for myself, forgiveness for my thoughts. And there's so many beautiful ways that you can do that process. There's that Ho'oponopono, and that's a beautiful process. I used to actually, I'll just share a little story how I used to use that tool. Was I might be in the car with my teenage daughter, and she'll be, angry, as some teenagers are, and I would just hold the space and just say the Ho'opono words constantly in my mind, just to keep bringing me back into alignment. And it worked. It distracted my mind to a certain degree so that I could not go into taking it personally and not go into interacting with whatever, because I don't really know what's going on. Even though she's projecting, I really didn't know what was going on in that I couldn't make connection in that vibration, in that frequency. So when I did the Ho'opono, I felt like it would bring it into a frequency where perhaps I could say, hey, what's going on for you?
Yeah. And I don't know if anybody who's watching at the moment, there is a person, I don't know his name, but he did write a book about the Ho'oponopono.
Beautiful.
And he would, I think he worked in a prison, and every day he would say the chant for people in the prison, and they didn't know about it. But just because he kept on over and over and over saying it, the vibration of those people changed, and their whole lives changed. They started becoming more peaceful within themselves, and it's just somebody thinking about them and chanting that chant,
With
not
intention.
actively with them, but passively. They felt the vibration shift around them. So this is how powerful thoughts and words can be. And that's again why we need to take responsibility for our thoughts and the words that we say. I just pulled a card for us as well for this month.
It does mirror. It does.
The Divine Feminine.
Nice.
And pulled a card for us for our feminine guide for this month. This is Diana, the Queen of the Wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. So when you look at her, it kind of, it's
A
a
beautiful.
call for us to go back into nature, really connect with nature. And I haven't done this for so long. I used to go for a walk every week, and I haven't gone for a walk for ages, but I have actually planned to go for a big hike this weekend. And she also has got a bow and arrows. So I think this is a call for action. Move forward, not with male aggression, but with female aggression. And female aggression is really walking forwards, coming into that leadership space as a nurturer, holding space for others, but really showing up as that I'm going to hold you. I'm going to be here for you, and you do not need to ask. Just going to be here. But please ask if you need it.
Yeah, exactly. Always ask that, you know, and that's the, you know, one of the things in the toolbox too is actually to ask, right? And I also think, you know, with the wilderness card, I think that's a really such a beautiful depicted card. And I also think it can come out, for me, I'm thinking it can come out in a few different ways, right? If you can't get outside for whatever reason, maybe bring the wildness from within out, right? You know, maybe do there and sit and connect to plants or connect using your imagination. It's one of the biggest things that we don't use is our imagination. So bring your imagination into that too. Bring in, you know, the wildness within. Maybe do something a bit more wild. Maybe it feels playful as well, right? It feels really, really playful. And like you were saying, for like this month, it's like connection and relationships, you know, relationships also with the things around you, you know, the gratitude and the appreciation with things that you might have that you haven't picked up for a while. You may not have picked up your deck of cards for a while. Go play with your deck of cards and have a bit of a, you know, wild time with those, you know, and see what things you can come up with that are inspiring. So yeah, I think that's really, really beautiful.
I do
really
feel like a lot of body movement. I feel movement in the body.
Yeah, it's funny this month holding that. Yeah, I'm having a group of women come to my house, and we're going to do some sound healing and song, and it will all be part of dance. It will be very wild. So, you know, inviting yourself into that, maybe grab a group of people together and bring them together and just have a good old chit chat. Bring that into your space. It's so enlightening, so much fun, and to share. So that's what I mean. I think you're right with relationships as well. This month it's definitely an opportunity for relationships. So they're shedding. That's why it's a bag mix of everything this month. It's almost like it's a candy store. You can go in and do anything this month. You can share. You know, it's really, responsibility is really up to you. And I really want to share that word responsibility, because sometimes people hear that word responsibility and they're like, oh my God, I don't want to take too much responsibility. But let's just break it down a little bit. Let's bring in the word response and then bring in the word ability, because you really do have the ability to figure things out. That's one of my things my mentor taught me. You know, we have the ability to figure things out. So just break things up. When you hear the word responsibility, it feels like it's a, you know, take responsibility, you know, and that's, to be gentle, be wildness with it, be nurturing. That's what that card also represents to me that you shared with us, Leah. So it's, just remember it's response and the ability to actually respond, and and with integrity.
Yeah, because you don't need to respond to everything. Because sometimes that's why responsibility is a bad word nowadays, because it's like, oh, I've got so much responsibility, I can't deal with it. But no, you have got the ability to respond to the things that you do want to respond to, and you have got the ability to say no.
Correct.
And that is, again, you know, taking
using this. It's not taking it personally.
So
any questions? Yes. Any questions? Come on. Let's play.
Crystal ball healing in Temple Byron last night.
Oh, nice, Mira. Nice. That would have been lovely. Do you want to share a little bit? Or I love crystal singing bowls. It's something I love to play with too. And you know how I like to express if I'm feeling a little bit stuck in my voice is to just sing, and you know, either singing a song or chanting. You know, I really, really love to just chant or just use the vibration of my sound, of my voice, and just play with that. And sometimes it can happen for a nanosecond. I'll do it in the car. So these are all your tools. This is what I think we get a little bit stuck on sometimes, is we don't really understand what our tools are, and all the things that we're sharing can be part of your own toolbox. you know, where you catch yourself doing something that if you're talking to yourself in a certain way. So yeah, please take all those tools. They're really valuable. They're so much fun to play with. Yeah. And so yeah, but amazing month, peeps. Amazing.
Yes, I'm really, really, I don't know, I'm just excited to see what's going to happen. This year's a big year for me. Maybe it is.
Why not? We'll take that. Yeah. Why
So
not?
if you have a question, or if you just would like to have a reading, pop it into the comments. Just put your name after, because at the moment we cannot see. It says Facebook user. It doesn't say.
I think it's Mirror. I think it's still the same. Mirror.
So if you're here and
I'm a bit cold this morning. The weather snap. Yeah, I think with the retrograde, I've certainly seen like my computer go on and there's all these pixels all over it. And I'm like, that's weird. She'd love a reading. Is that you still, Mirror? Beautiful.
Who's asking for reading, and do you have a specific question? What would you like to know? Is there anything in your life that you would like to have more clarity on? And just put your name as well so that we can tune into you.
Yeah. Nice. So yeah, we're in for some cold snaps here, but
it's freezing. It's only June and it was 9 degrees this morning.
I just Jody. Hey Jody.
Hey Jody.
You have a specific question? Yeah. But no, I'm really loving the energy of this month, Leah. I've got to say, I'm really loving it. It feels really really fun. For me, it feels really a bit of fun this month too. A lot of surprises, like I said before. I feel like it's got a few surprises. Yeah.
It does feel like children's energy, just like.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh, look at that! Oh my god! And then, oh my god, this is so amazing!
It was magical. Like it's like a magical thing. But it's like we were saying, I feel like it's definitely an opportunity to an opportunity to shed too.
Okay. Anything you need to know. Right.
Anything I need to know. Okay.
All right, Jody. Well, I'm just going to pull a card, but I can already feel and see something for you. And what I'm seeing is, so the card that I got is Magic Prayer, which looks like this. And what I was seeing was this big body of water, cold water. And you're just like in it, but you've got your head above water. So what that kind of represents to me is that you are, that the cold water is like a wake-up call, not a wake-up call, but just like a regeneration of your body, because when obviously we're in cold water, our body pumps faster, and I feel like it also would release toxins in your body. I think this month is a big month for you to release toxins out of your body. I don't know. Can you please put your name? Ed, is that you? So yeah, I think this month you are being called to detox your body. And then when you detox your body, you will also start detoxing your brain. I feel like this body of water is really you're submerged, but your face is above water. So you're still able to breathe, you're still able to communicate, but it's really going in, cloaking your body in like this new vibration. And the magic prayer, you can see that her head, like, how her head is like back like that. I can imagine that is you in that water. And the magic prayer is, I'm actually going to read up on this, because I don't think that I have ever pulled this card for myself. Weird. Speak your prayers, listen for the answers, and act in faith. So what do you want? Just like we said earlier, you know, in that 3 energy month where you've got your intention, pulled in the resources, and like put in some love and just make it happen. And I think that this has got something to do with you. It hasn't got anything to do with the people around you or, you know, money or anything like that. It's got something to do with you. You're being called to grow.
Fantastic. I love that. Do you mind, Leah? I poured some numerology cards on this, and a deck of cards. I hope that's okay, Jody. So just tuning in to, we call it the 2-card pull. And the first card is your action card. And the first card that came up, your action card, was the 10 of Spades. So, you know, there you go, right? Yeah. Yes. So, for me, the 10 of Spades is, especially with what Leah shared and the card that she pulled, it's coming in. I feel like you're coming like full circle around something that you're actually really deeply thinking about. You're coming, like whatever you've been thinking about, all the pieces have started to sort of come together, and it may feel that it's a little bit perhaps overwhelming at the moment. It's almost like you were saying, with the head perhaps above water, but it feels like that's kind of what's happening. It feels like it's going to, whatever it is going to come to almost a completion. There's going to be a decision to be made. And this is where the 6 of Hearts have come in as kind of what we call the reward card, right? So the 6 of Hearts is really beautiful, I think, so it feels like coming into a deeper sense of love, coming into a deeper sense of understanding about it, because this is kind of calling you a bit higher with that. But also, I think there's going to be peace around this. There's going to be peace around the decision that perhaps you've been thinking about. So they feel really good card. They feel really, well, they're always good cards, to be fair. But so this one's your action card. This is calling you higher to almost come to, it's almost coming to a completion of your thoughts, and then coming into peace. It's coming into love. I feel like it feels abundant, and I feel that there's a next step, like it's going to open up for you. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you.
Okay. So that was beautiful. And I know that the energy, that we both felt the same energy. It's just like, okay. It's like, oh yeah, all right. That's done. And yeah. Do you feel the same?
Yeah. So it's kind of, yeah, it's beautiful. I hope that resonates, Jody. Let us know any feedback. That would be really, really nice. To anything you wish to share, that would be good.
And so I would like to pull a card for you, but as you can see, we do not know who you are. So can you please just pop your name in the comments, and also if you've got a question.
Yes.
I'm awaiting a decision being driven by others, and so it's nice to hear it could be coming to a peaceful end. Well, the thing is, a decision being driven by others, let go of control, just let it happen. It'll be for your greatest good, whatever the outcome is going to be.
Is this Jody? This must be you, Jody, is it? Okay, so that's what it felt like. It felt like something was coming, to a completion. Yeah. So yeah.
Mira.
Okay.
Right.
Mira. Any question, Mira? What do you need to know, darling? It's really helpful if we do have a bit of a question. It just helps to really bring in the energy. So I'd really invite you. Sometimes I know it's difficult to ask a question, but just use this and just say what it is, and we'll go from there. Don't be shy. You can ask anything. Anything.
You okay?
Yep, sorry, I can just hear something upstairs, and yeah, I can just hear something upstairs, and I just like.
Okay, so Mira, I've pulled 3 cards full out for you. Thanks, Jody. Thank you
No
for
worries,
being
Jodie.
here.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So I've pulled 3 cards fill out for you. Moonlight, listening, and
Oh, so the mirrors just. I feel I need more clarity.
okay. So I'll just check what the. Oh my god, my vacuum cleaner just switched itself on.
That
Like,
is
switch that
hilarious.
off.
I love that.
So Moonlight, your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical and analytical. Follow it. This is such a great invitation for you to become more to when we were talking about the heart, right? Have you lately been feeling maybe a little bit sore in the chest, or maybe had a little cough or something? I think this is an invitation for you to realize that your heart connects you to everything, and trust your intuition. Your intuition will always be the right choice. And I can give you, I'll give you a little bit more detail. So we have got a biomorphonic field around us. We can measure it through some sort of device, but it's definitely there. And this biomorphogenic field filters experiences for us. And this field actually comes from our heart. So what we feel when we wake up during the day will filter experiences back to us. For example, if you wake up and you're depressed, the biomorphogenic field will show you more of that. So you will see more things that'll make you feel depressed. You will, wanting to listen to depressing music, and you will just have all these more depressing experiences in your life. If you wake up angry, everything around you will just make you more angry. You will road rage, all of those things, right? You're waiting in a lineup, and it's just taking so long, and it just makes you angry. So that's what our biomorphogenic field does. That's why it's so important that we do have that we do really think about what we're thinking and how we react with the world. So for you, I think the invitation really is to open up your heart to possibility and to love and to self-expression. So when you wake up every morning and you think about, when was the last time I felt like I was really expressing who I am? How did that make me feel? Invite that feeling into your heart, and then around you, you will be getting experiences that will just help you express you, because this is ultimately what we're here for, expressing ourselves. If you want more clarity, like, what do you want clarity for? Clarity to be you, or more clarity on being what other people want you to be? Always choose you first, Mira, because that's where freedom lies. Then the other card that I've got, the listening card, is listen, tune in, be open to possibility. Again, call in that emotion into your being, and then listen. Don't think with your head. Don't think, yeah, but this is not how I used to do it. Be open to possibility and commitment. Commit to it. Commit to you. That's what I'm getting.
Awesome. Well, interesting enough, the action card that came up was the Jack of Clubs, and what this is telling me is you're in your mind, like you're really, really in your mind. There's this, it's more of a mental plane at the moment, which is why you're asking for more clarity. And you're asking for more clarity, and there's no specifics around the clarity around that, what you're actually seeking. So that gives me a deeper understanding of it's really, the only words I'm getting are clickety, clickety, click, clickety, clickety, click. That's all I'm getting in my mind. So, and with the Jack, this is a court card, right? And this particular one, I kind of like the depiction on this one. It's it feels like it's kind of, are you trusting you, or are you putting the importance in something else? And I think this is why you're asking for the clarity, is because it feels like there's some confusion of what you're perhaps hearing, which with the listening card, but it's come up with also the four of cups, which is really interesting, which is also the mental plane, right? But I do love the four. The four is also calling you into something higher. So I feel like if you are able just to quieten the mind a little bit, almost be a little bit more hermit just for a bit, I think you're going to come with the clarity. You're going to know what the four pillars are. You're just going to know what the stability of that is actually going to be. So it's okay to use the mind, but you are really in your mind, but it feels like there's so much information coming that it's too much, and you can't hear yourself. When you take that time out, you're going to come into yourself, and you're going to come into the stability of the four, what that can hold for you. And I really like the four. I think the four is really quite powerful. So I hope that helps with, it feels it's aligned with your reading there, Leah.
Absolutely. If you're on with us and you would like a card, please let us know. And Mira, please let us know. Hey, Danielle.
Hey, Danielle.
Mira, let us know how that lands for you.
Mirrored right back at you, Danielle. Beautiful. Yeah, just let us know if you like a card. I really feel the energy is coming in strong at the moment. It really feels really divine. It actually feels really, really feminine. But like, interesting that you said that earlier. It felt like feminine but strong, you know. I actually feel like that's part of the energy that's coming in this month, which is strong. It's playful, but it's strong. That's why the shedding can happen in such a loving and playful way, but it's a strong energy. It kind of feels quite balanced, actually, for me.
I just feel like I'm going to be me, and I don't care what you say because I'm happy to be me. And I'm going to hold you in that same journey.
Yeah.
It's just like, you don't fuck with me. You don't fuck with me.
Exactly. I'm the lioness of my castle.
Danielle,
what do you want to ask? Specific.
Oh, wow, thank you. This is what Mira said. Wow, thank you. Yes, my monkey has been busy.
Yeah,
yes.
I would quieten that monkey, go into the elephant, that beautiful picture that you depicted there, go into that elephant mind. I think it's okay to be in the mind. I feel like you need to be in that to create the number 4, which is your outcome for that. So, yeah.
Danielle has asked, I am co-hosting a retreat soon, and thing around that would be great. You know what, Danielle, when you came in, it was like this, the energy that you carry is like, I'm going to get shit done. I don't know. It's just so strong energy, but it's just, you're really on a roll. I think you're really currently accelerating, and just you're on like this roll. Yeah. Let me see what comes out for you.
Love the force. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What are you seeing, Sarah?
Well, so I'm happy to go first. So what I've got here is your action card. Here is the 3 of Hearts. You know, this is such a, I keep doing it wrong way around. This is such a beautiful card too, right? So the 3 of Hearts, it feels like, you know, there's you, and then you've got this co-hosting thing happening. I feel like it's to your challenges at the moment is bringing in the love for yourself, and actually for some trust. I feel that your challenge is loving yourself enough that you're doing it. I feel that this is kind of your challenge it's gone from like a 2 to a 3. So it feels like it's building, but so it feels like a little bit of a challenge there with your self acceptance of your challenge with your co-hosting. Perhaps not a lot, but I feel like it's a little bit at the background. And I want to bring in what your reward card is, which is really super beautiful. This is the 9 of Spades, which, you know, when you move through this, you bring in some more love for you, you trust yourself, you're going to come into this. It's going to be a beautiful experience if you allow it to be. And you're going to come into a higher knowing, a higher understanding. And it's not a completion in a 9 sense, you know, but it's going to be a step forward. I feel like this is a step forward. But then, I mean, if I could pull another card, I may pull another card just to help with this one, because I feel like this one's going to actually take you into the next leap. So this is trusting, you know, it's your challenge of trusting and loving yourself enough. You've got this. And moving in with that is going to lead you into a higher understanding and your next move going forward with that. Like, pretty amazing. That's how I see that.
Yep, and I pulled the Goblins card, which is kind of exactly the same. So the goblins are little things that pop up when we're just before breakthrough, or when we're just about to express ourselves a little bit more, and they're like in our head niggling and having, you know, there's like, but are you good enough? But what if you fail? You know, those are the goblins. The goblins come up for you to step into a higher self. The opportunities that are meant for you will not pass you by. It's something that I've been living by. And you know, just trust yourself. I know, like, I if I would be co-hosting a retreat, I'd be shitting myself too. But I think the cards that we both pulled was be gentle with yourself, trust yourself, and you will be coming into this higher self. Let go of the chatter, because you have this. This is, and what's going on in your mind is just that the goblins coming up and reminding you of who you used to be, but that's not you anymore.
And just with the 3s, talking just with what you're saying to a little bit louder, in saying that you know, you are valued, you are value, you know, you give value, you really, really do. So it's inviting you to see that. It's inviting you to be at peace with that, be at peace in what you're bringing to the table, be at peace in how you're going to express it. And literally, like with this month, again, it's like, don't take anything personally. Don't, you know, just stick with who you are, stick with where you're at. Just, you know, follow you, trust you. You've got this. You're in alignment. You've put all these pieces together. You're ready to share and give that. And your reward in doing that, in stepping into this, is going to be a higher step. I don't mean that in a hierarchy, but it's going to move you out of.
It's an up-leveling.
Yeah, it's an up-leveling. Yeah, good way of putting it. So I hope that resonates. It's really beautiful. Good luck with that. Good luck. Enjoy.
Being married to me in my co-host, so I get it, and I got this. Yes, you do, and I'm so excited for you. And I actually read about your retreat and was like, "No, I wish you were over here." I would love to do that.
Lovely. Well, good luck. Good luck. Yeah.
So,
use your tools. Use all your tools. You got this.
Is anybody else here still? I still see 2 people on with us. If you're here with us and we haven't pulled a card for you, just let us know. We are coming up to, you're very welcome, Danielle. We are coming up to the end. Sarah has got a client, and I don't know, need some time to myself.
Well, maybe with your vacuum going off, maybe you should vacuum. So you got a vacuum today. Good old retrograde. That was so funny. I love that. Amazing.
Yeah, no, it's a robot vacuum, and it's actually planned to start at 10.
Oh, there you go.
Because I don't like vacuuming.
Right on time. you know what? Let's while we're waiting, maybe for someone to come on. Let me pull maybe a card for the month, a numerology card. See what we both get from it. Hey.
Yes.
Just put an overarching theme for the month of this month. Ooh, I like it. This makes so much sense. So I just pulled the Queen of Diamonds. So I really feel like we were talking about is shedding. This is, it's the external. It's, getting out in the wilderness. It's like you were saying earlier, Leah, like the doing of things, creating things. And, the shedding, I really feel like it's a shedding. It's a physical, environmental, external. It's like a cleanup, but it's a fun cleanup. It's getting together, it's partnership, it's relationships, it's all of those physical, environmental fun. And the Queen likes to have fun, right? Even though she can be a little bit serious. So just watch the serious side of things. Don't take things personally. So I really like that. It's the cards don't lie, trust me. They don't lie. It's just whether you want to hear and perceive the messages within these cards. So I kind of like it.
You want to know what I pulled?
What do you pull? Follow the
leader. Every life is a teaching tool for others. Your authenticity and honesty are an example to those around you. Step the fuck up. That light for others around you. Be you.
Yeah, be you. I think that's really, really super beautiful. Be you and be okay with being you. Love you enough to be okay with being okay, or love you enough for not being okay, just be okay with being okay.
Yeah.
I love it. So much fun today. Leah, thank you for having me on. I really appreciated it. And
being with me.
Yeah, it's really lovely. Thank you, everybody, for your energy and questions and allowing us to play with you today and share with you. And I'll see you again soon. I guess I might hop off soon. What do you think, Leah?
Yes, we're going to hop off now, and I will see you back next week. And maybe Sarah, if you're free again next week.
I'm free. I'm in my diary because I know Libby's going to be. I'm happy to jump in for our beautiful Libby, and I'd love to. It'd be my honor.
Great. I just love spending time with you.
You too, darling. Yeah, we'll catch up soon. Thanks, everybody. Sending you lots and lots of love and light as you move through the day. And, stay grounded. Keep those roots. Keep that wildness within you. And I don't know, if you feel like you need to go dance naked, go dance naked.
Yes, that's what I actually saw with the wilderness card. Dance naked in the moonlight.
In the moonlight.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.